Justin Lucas Savage at Backcountry Treks. Today we're going to talk about swapping out lenses of your goggles. I think it's imperative to have multiple lenses for varying light conditions, and I want to talk a little bit about that and then show you how to do that. This is a combo system that I am absolutely in love with. This is just simply a Smith helmet. This is the transport, but I want to show you really quickly how these IO goggles, also from Smith, work and interact with this helmet. So you have a little bit of venting up around the top and the bottom of the lenses, and that's what actually prevents your lenses or your goggles from fogging up. But what happens a lot in these systems when you get a helmet and goggles that don't quite fit it or match it or pair with it perfectly is that you're going and you get wind or air that comes in through the bottom of the goggles, comes out of the top, and then just hits the top of your helmet, has nowhere to go, and that's one of the things that leads to lenses, goggles fogging up. So what Smith did is actually have little vents in the top of the helmet. So as these fit in here, and all these goggles are meant to fit when you put them on your head, they're meant to fit with the helmet. So it goes across their whole entire line. As airflow goes up through the bottom of the goggle, through the lenses to keep them defogged, back into the top of the helmet, and then it vents out through the back of the helmet. So it's just an ingenious system that I absolutely love. Now again, to have multiple goggles, we're going to talk about this a little bit. I think that this is imperative. Now I have some blackout lenses in here right now, and the VLT, or the visible light transmission, as far as how much light goes through the goggles, is about 10%. So these you would want to use when the sky is perfectly clear, and your eyes are going to thank you for it, believe me. Now I also have a few other pairs of lenses in here. A couple things on lenses. What you don't want to do, you can touch the outside of the lens and that's fine. It cleans up real quickly and easily with the bag or any lens cleaner. You really want to try to avoid touching the inside of this, and never clean your goggles when they're wet, especially on the inside. This is the red Sol X mirror. This is about a 15% VLT, visible light transmission. And this is the blue sensor mirror, and it is about 75% VLT. So it's really going to let a lot of that light in. And if you're having problems, especially if you're like me and you love riding when it's dumping outside, you're going to want a low light lens rather. And that's what this blue sensor is. It's going to let through about 75% of that available light into your eyes, but it's going to help prevent them from getting fatigued. So let me show you really quick how easy it is to change, especially on these IO lenses. What you're going to do is flip these up on both sides and pop that up a little bit, and this lens is very easily going to come right out. Again, this is the blackout lens that I have in here right now. Lets very little light through. So you can see just how easy that is to pop those lenses out. Now if you're going to put in, let's say we're going to ride in some low light conditions, what you want to do is squeeze together here a little bit on the nose bridge, and then you're going to slide this in here, and this works a lot better when your fingers are not cold. So you're going to slide this in here and make sure that it's all the way snug around that nose piece, and I don't have either of the sides in. What you're going to want to do with the sides is you just pop them nicely right into the side of the goggle here. And these kind of bend and flex a little bit, so don't worry about, you want to be careful, but don't really worry about breaking them. Just be gentle with them. So I have both of the sides in here, they're snug. The first thing that you want to do again is right around the nose piece, make sure that those are in there. There's two little sections here, just little things that are little tabs that are sticking out, and you want to make sure that those fit really just snugly, not hard to do. And then you want to make sure the two sides are in there as well. And then you're just going to lift this up, and again I just put a little pressure just right on the outside of the goggle here, because you can clean this. You'll clean it when you're done. Put a little bit of pressure there, and you're going to want to make sure that these tabs are in, and then you're going to swing them down. So I have both of those tabs in, swung down, and I'm ready to throw these back onto my helmet here. So again, if it's, I've got the blue sensor in here right now, so this would be real low light or flat light, anything where it's overcast or cloudy, and you want that real good definition. So that's how to replace them. I usually kind of look at it ahead of kind of the day before. I look at the weather, and I'm able to guess a little bit. Look at what the weather's doing, put in my best guess on the lens, and then when I get there, I just kind of look out and I can kind of forecast the weather a little bit based on what I know. Put the right lenses in, and I'm good to go. Again, really easy with the Smith IO goggles. There's a number of others on the market that are, in fact, almost every goggle on the market you can do this with. Some a lot easier than others. I'm Justin Lucas Savage at Backcountry Treks.